church ain't preaching it.
When you talk about the Antichrist now, that's this means against the anointed.
Yeah, anti.
Yeah, so anybody that's against this doctrine has the spirit of Antichrist in them.
As well, yeah.
So there's no one singular man that's the Antichrist, like, but there is a man who is the devil, the old serpent, and Satan. That's the so-called white man.
It don't matter. You're not going to hear the church talking about that, because the point of it, you have to see the two people sit out the truth.
That's why you can't be in church. You have to be out here.
Yeah, come out of them already. I'm not no member of them no more.
That's really a part of Babylon. That's Babylon. You know what I mean?
Most churches are. But the thing is, right, you get some of them are teaching some truth, and you have to discern between the truth and the error. And then afterwards, you get the truth and leave them with the error. Because most of them are worshipping the pastors.
Yes.
And I think I'm sure you've seen this as well. Even this year, there's one, I'm not naming the church, right, because it's different branches. Oh, you're like ICU, whatever it is. Yeah. Just see some things on this pastor, and he's preaching quite well, more or less. Preaching righteousness, and yet he's got some seducing spirit of Jezebel, some unclean. You understand what I'm saying? And I can see it on him. And he's there preaching. I can't even bother. Yeah, I say. But it doesn't surprise me because lots of wolves in sheep's clothing.
Well, that's a lot of these pastors they're leading the flock of the Most High astray.
Yeah.
It says Jeremiah.
How it looks at them, but you have to see it in them because you won't know, right? Unless you can discern it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that pastor in that church, right, it's like something not right. I could sense something not right. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now Steve got spirit Antichrist. Just come to know me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and you gotta separate the idea.
I'm preaching like that. I thought, oh, I know you.
You have to right. Yeah. So you have to separate when you talk about the Antichrist. That's a spiritual thing.
It's a spirit, yeah.
There's no man called the Antichrist that's coming down and.
No, exactly. No, yeah. But
it's a spiritual thing. Yeah. You understand? So hold on, let me get that.
I don't think a lot of the preachers make it sound like it's a man because I think it does kind of refer to it like that.
Man.
But it's probably both. There has to be some sort of leader, but it is a spirit, definitely. It's a principality.
Let me see if I can pull it out.
But there's a group of them leaders. There has to be someone in charge of it. There has to be some sort of leader, but it's a spirit that's controlling.
Hold on, let me try to bring it out. Antichrist. Thessalonian? Hold on. Hold on. Antichrist. First John 4:3. Right. Excuse me. So 1 John chapter 4. Verse 3, and every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. So there's that separation between Yahweh Shai and the Most High, right? And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. And that was 2,000 years ago. So there's a spirit of being against the anointing.
You know what though? Even though of course that says it in the Bible, that's not the Antichrist linked to me, that anyone's like Antichrist. But because there's so much subtle deception, you've got the people, the pastors who I can see is always in sheep's clothing, so I can set up this another story.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, like I said, anyone's against.
What I'm saying, right, is that they will say, some of these false teachers, like it's a great deception, will even say, yeah, they believe that Christ is coming in flesh, but it doesn't mean they're not of the understand. Because they said, many will come in my name and say, so there's a living God. They said, many teachers and that. Then some
I've got both for you.
We are not Antichrist.
They
You
deceive
understand? So you have to have strong because most of the people in the church are not denying that. Do you know what I mean? It's true that there are those ones that deny it, it's Antichrist, but there's ones that are not going to deny it, who still are. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I was saying, I'm part of denying Yahweh Shai that when the Lord came, he died only for his people. The Israelites. He died only for his people. He died, he came to save the sins of his people. That's Matthew.
The Gentiles then were attached to the...
Exactly.
true.
Those Gentiles,
Originally-
well, that's another mystery.
Yeah,
Those Gentiles are actually Israelites.
Yeah, that's similar to the IC, what you call the IC something. Oh yeah, that's what they do. You're very similar to those IC, whatever they call them. Now please put that away, come on.
You're not for real.
What do you mean, like a move? Listen, you know what? Yes,
See that?
let
You
me
see?
tell you something. No, let me tell you
No.
I put myself on Malcolm X, if you're not a Muslim, you understand what I'm saying? Listen to me, there's a half-caste people that are brainwashed enough. There's this woman that I was speaking to who's meant to be a soul. Let me speak. Let me tell you something. There's this woman that I know since 2004. It's half-caste woman, mother white and a brother black, right? And I don't know that girl, but I know a little bit, and she was sending me these negative images over WhatsApp, like racist images, like trying to, like she was brainwashed, right? And she's saying that, I can't. It's like, how can I say? It's like self-hatred is coming out of her. So I'm thinking that some of these mixed people, right? There's a half to them, right? Some of them deep down, not from the ones I've come across anyway, even some of the relatives, somehow it's either in the club or something like that. They despise the black side, understand what I'm saying?
So she was displaying images.
Well, in a way, she was like subtly, but I caught on to her to say nothing wrong with Trump and all that. So I'm saying about
Donald Trump.
Yeah, she was pro Trump and all this, and she was kind of
Pro-white.
like bigging up. Yeah, but she wasn't doing it in a big way, and I didn't know she was like that, right? Until there's certain discussions, like you know, like the Black Panther, she's saying, I don't think that, I don't like that, and she was trying to be negative about pro. In other words, she wasn't comfortable in
Being black.
Yeah, and half black, and she wasn't comfortable in supporting the black side of her race. But she didn't make it so obvious until she started to suck them. Do you understand? I said, like a snake, understand? And I'm beginning to think, you know what, this thing has been brainwashed by Uncle Tom Cook or something. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of them were like that. Even the relative, right, sometimes I can't even go there, was in the funeral and she was saying something about, I can't remember what she's saying, but I was thinking, how can she say that? And a black granddad has died, and she's trying to please her white mother. I can't remember what she said, but it's like she was. So I've been thinking some of these half-breed people, right? I don't know about all of them, but the ones I've come across, relative as well. They're saying something that's actually racist, and they think it's all right. And other people that go like that. And I thought, how did she get away with that?
Let me tell you something. According to truth, there's no such thing as half-breed.
Yeah, well, half-colored.
Half-colored, quarter caste. Because if you look at me, my mom is Jamaican. My dad is so-called mixed race.
Oh yeah, well that's difficult.
But his father's Nigerian. His mom is white. So you have to understand who your father is. Your father. Listen, I know, but you're an Edomite if you descend on your father's side. No. It's about the seed of a man. That's why I work. The Lord, listen, please, listen. I know. I'm going to shout to how Shai, he descended from the seed of who? Yeah, from the sperm of David. So it's according to the father. That's the progenitor, the producer of the genes. When a man has sex with a woman, he impregnates that woman with his lineage, with his blood. Listen, with that lineage. Yeah, I know, but you take your descendants from your father.
It doesn't matter. They're both white.
Yeah, I know they're right.
Otherwise, it'd just be the white.
But according to what you're saying, this woman that you're talking about, her father was an Israelite.
Yeah, but her mother was an Israelite.
So she's an Israelite.
Yeah, well,
she's one of our people. But it's just that she's been brainwashed with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And a lot of our people, certain dark-skinned people, are just as much as sellouts. So it's like, well, so we got exactly. So wait a minute. So now we've reached a new understanding here. Even our own people that are dark-skinned are Uncle Tom's. Exactly. So you can't say it's because she's half caste. Because a lot of our people, you got them Sambo niggas. They're just as much as sellouts. They're no different. They're no different. So you can't really say, oh, it's because she's mixed race.
No, it's not because I'm just saying I know. Of course I know. I've been living a long time. I know that there's some black people who self-hatred. That's why the white Edomite has been able to go, black brother, that's it, that's the key.
See?
You understand? I say example, you understand? There's a black man that give away, a black man's going to be in charge, and that's why it's effeminate. The white man make the black man effeminate and make them sell out there. That's what I'm saying, it's the devil. The devil's doing that. They say that the black man bow down to the white man, so the black man sitting out the race, you understand?
So what
they didn't stand up for their race like warriors that they should be. The man is meant to protect the woman, protect their understand. They're sellouts.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we bring this out. That's why we bring this out.
I know, but
I know it's painful. It's like, why you gotta show that?
Oh yeah, but this thing reminds me of so what's your thing called? It's like I see.
Great Northern.
So where the most thing, right? Where's the originate from I see?
Well, all the main camp leaders like
the branch. I'm getting cold now. Because that's what I think you got similar to that. Like,
Hold on. Catford, yeah, I know those guys. They're a different group as well. There's a lot of different. What we know with the Israelites is that we got a different doctrine, different. Like they might say Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's the Sabbath group. We say it's according to the new moon. So there's a difference. Or some groups might say that white people that repent can be saved. They're like GOCC. They say certain white people, other nations can be saved. And then we say, no, they can't be saved. Or some guys might say, Christ. We say, no, Yahweh Shai. So there's difference in doctrine. That's what they say. But now when you go in the scriptures, you had differences even 2,000 years ago. After Yahweh Shai died, there were certain guys that said, no, the law like the Galatians. They said, no, we have to keep the law. But then Paul said, no, we bewitched you. If you call about the law, then it's like you're trying to say that Yahweh Shai never came. It's all about grace of things to come. See?
So it's the whole and the new. You're not going to get the whole to start to do old things and then understand what I'm saying.
But you had differences back then. That even Paul and Barnabas, there was argumentation between Paul and Barnabas, and they had to separate. But they were both in Yahweh Shai. It's just that they had disagreements. There was a disagreement between Peter and Paul when Peter, when the Israelite foreigners came in, he was sitting with them, eating with them. But as soon as the Jews came in, he tried to act like he weren't with them because he was ashamed to hang around with them. And then Paul had to check him and say, "No, you can't do that, man. They're Israelites too." Differences. Do you understand?
I was doing a study earlier, right, on the 12 tribes, briefly, and about what do you think now? You know the priests, like when they had that, what do they call it again? That breastplate, the 12 stones. What they call it, the high priest back in the day. They used to have they call it the ephod. The ephod, yeah. But that thing's called the breastplate or something like that. And that is to do with our heritage. You know, those colours, it's 12 stones that represent what you know about the 12 tribes.
Because we're kind of jumping around, we're really jumping around. But I just want to get to this point right here. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. What's that talking about?
Well, that's what I think that's coming now, isn't it?
Well, exactly. Right. That's prophecy. That's when Yahweh Shai, Michael, and the clouds of heaven his military, which are the so-called UFOs. When they invade planet Earth, they're going to go to war. They're going to go to war with the so-called white man's military.
And the Armageddon, no, that's not Armageddon.
Well, that's the end of Esau's world.
Yeah, Armageddon, but Revelation 12 is before that.
It says what? Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. The dragon is what? The devil. Is who? The so-called white man.
Well,
and the dragon fought and his angels, mean his military, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Because when Yahushua comes, he's coming in the clouds of heaven, in the sky. So when Esau fights, he's going to have his pilots, all of that, right?
They're going to be defeated.
So we're trying to develop an understanding. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. The old serpent going back to Genesis.
Yes, he did, brother.
You see what he's saying? Called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast down to the earth. So who deceived the whole world? The so-called white man.
Yeah, but the thing is, a white man is from the tribe of Dan.
White man, Dan.
You know the tribe of Dan that was taken out. You know that's connected the serpent seeds that happened. And it's to build that serpent back to like Cain type. You understand? Cain and Abel.
That's Esau. Esau is the red. He came out red all over. Yeah.
Don't tell them that.
So the so-called white people them.
That's why, you know what, doing the slavery thing, the devil using the slavery because he don't want, you know what slavery is about, right? It was to deny us our heritage, to take away our identity. Change my name. Hey, what? Should you change your name? If you change your name, get them out.
My slavery.
Have you changed the name from the
Well, of course, my name is Salvador. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that these Edomites, they're the devil and Satan. They're the ones that deceive the whole world by what the white Jesus.
The devil is actually
right? Wait.
But the white man is working for them.
What you doing? Now we're living in a world of lies, of propaganda and dogma, and who's propagating it? You. So we know that they've deceived. They're the deceiver.
Under the devil, they're not under themselves, but they're a convict.
Well, exactly, yeah. They're the sons of the devil. They're the children of the devil.
Is that you said they are the devil themselves?
Because when you look at the word devil, the word there is diablos, which means a man acting on the part of the devil. Yeah, Greek. Yeah. So now watch this.
I know that turn on the earth, that's part of the devil.
Hold on.
They denied it because they don't want to face up to their crimes.
Yeah, there you go. So this 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and chapter 2 verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, which is what the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? When the Lord comes with the clouds of heaven. Don't. So it says, even him, it's the point, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, even him. So as a man whose coming is after the working of Satan. So when you go read back in Revelations now, when you read back in Revelations, it says, Revelation 12 verse 9, and that great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan. So this is talking about an actual man.
I know that, yeah.
So that man that's deceived the whole world is who? Esau, Edom. Because when the Lord comes back, what man is going to be in power? in over the earth. So-called white man. So-called white man.
Everyone's running, everything. The propaganda, the media, everything. The brainwashing.
So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the end. We're looking for the end of them. The end of our oppressors. So this is what we've been looking for. That's what our ancestors have been looking for. They said, how long? How long? Right? Are we waiting for the flow of our reward? How long? So that's our hope. That's our faith. Right? So this is what gives us the patience and all that. But let me get this real quick. Thank you. Who led us into captivity? Who killed us with a sword? This is the patience and the faith of us. Right? So let me get this real quick. It's a beautiful thing.
That's why they're trying to mark our identity so we don't know who we were when we were are. That's why I changed my name to my African, I just started saying. Because I am not in my name. And the people then that in the relatives are saying, why you change your name? Excuse me. I know who I am. It's to my identity away from myself. But I have to know who I am. I have to start saying. That's what it's about.
Well, see what we're doing right here? We're reclaiming. Exactly. So this is a miracle in itself.
Not people don't know about that.
They don't. These are people you see them walking by. They don't know. It's been hidden from them.
Yeah, and there's no one but to say. That's why you were slaves.
But we really want to be deep in the most high. It's of our sins. See, the Most High is using them to punish us. You understand? It's the Lord that's really behind everything. And He's just using them. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But let me read this. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that's deep. So when Michael and his angels come and fight against the dragon and his angels, that dragon represents Esau's militant. This is the end of Esau's world. That's what we're talking about. When shall be the end of the first? And this is it right here.
Those nuggets in there don't get preached, that's what I'm saying. So when people like you like that, get those nuggets preached.
That's why I say real wisdom cries aloud, she utters her voice in the streets. That's where the prophets of old, that's what they taught. They taught in the streets. Where the marketplace was, where the people, the gates and the sea, that's where prophets stood. So now we're going to understand, because we're talking about the Antichrist. So we know that the Antichrist, that's a spirit. The spirit of against Hamashiach. But now, the actual devil on earth right now is talking about a man, which is the so-called white man. So there's a difference. Right?
He's going to be used to be someone who's government or power seeking in Israel. So that, the government's on the king of the 10 kings or like and done with the toes. Clay, iron mixed with clay.
Yeah.
And it's getting deep here. I'm sure you know more about it. I can't go, it's too long. But I'm just going to say like the iron and the clay. The clay is like the flesh and the iron represents.
Right. The iron.
Yeah, that's what it represents.
The clay and the iron. The clay represents, basically the clay and the iron represents the 10 toes.
Yeah, the toes do, but you've got the mixture basically. I want to see if you got that, because some people...
Well, the clay is partially strong, partially...
Yeah, that's what it says, but more talking about. You know about... Okay, do you know about transhumanism?
No, right.
So we're going deep there. So I won't go into it too much because it's too deep. You understand? I just want to know if you know about that, because...
We know about that.
When we're talking about we have to pray, right, that we do not fall into temptation, because if it's possible, even the very elect, this is what I'm saying, will be deceived. Because it's right? And you know that Project Blue Beam, all these 9 signs of wonders that the false, like we've got the Antichrist, we've got the beast, like Revelation as well. The beast coming out as you can see, the beast coming out as the Antichrist. You know, right. Because we're living in these times now with prophets, right? So we have to get this truth because the great deception and the falling away is at hand, you understand what I'm saying?
So your Revelation 13 talking about the what?
So we've got about the beast, the 2 beasts of Revelation.
Yeah.
The first beast and the second beast, yeah? That's coming. Yeah? Read Revelation 13.
We talk about one that came as a lamb and spake like a dragon.
Revelation 13.
Yeah, that's in Revelation
From the
13.
beginning.
From the beginning, yeah. Revelation 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
And like we stop right there. That first beast represents the Antichrist spirit. With his kingdoms, his 10, what is it, the horns and the kingdoms, which is
there you
Daniel,
go.
yes? And then we keep reading after
But
that.
see, then the Antichrist, that's a spirit, it's not an actual man.
But that's what it's depicting coming out of the sea.
But it says
The
there was a
sea
beast
snake.
having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now that's talking about the Roman Empire,
Yeah, re-reviving in the form of
the so-called white man's
Kingdom.
world,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
kingdom.
His
The
kingdom.
7 heads talking about all the provinces, that made up ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Now, when that head was wounded, it came back again as what the European Union. That was the 10 horns.
Yeah.
The 10 European countries that made up the European Union.
Rome, yeah, back in Rome.
Right now, it's like 27 plus or whatever.
That Nebuchadnezzar idol, that, yeah.
27 European nations, so forth and so on, whatever. But that's the 7 heads and the 10 horns. That's the modern day Roman Empire.
Yeah.
That's that beast.
It's come back
That
in the
beast
form of
system.
Roman Empire,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what we're in right now.
Yeah, it's still from today to that manipulation. And then you've got the second beast, which is the prophet, who's in Babylon. Yeah?
Right, that's the little horn. That's the little horn. Right. So that's the little horn that spake great blasphemies.
Yeah, and the sign
That
of
came
wonder.
up out of it.
Yeah.
That when you go to Daniel 7, it speaks about the little horn that spake great blasphemies, that goeth into perdition. That's America. That was more stout than his fellows. So
What about that? There's 2 interpretations, I think.
no, there's only one truth. There's one truth.
Okay, America came out of UK though, so
But anyway, it says
it's not really.
So let's get that. Because we have to get the understanding of.
It's about America.
Right. So it says Daniel chapter 7. Let me start from verse 8. I considered the horns. Let me start from verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Right? So wait, hold on, let the demon pass that. Let the demon
Get
pass
ready
that.
to celebrate pagan time, man.
What the worship of Nimrod.
Exactly.
So wait. So anyway, it says this beast, the 4th beast, which is what the Roman Empire had what? It had 10 horns, which represented what? The European Union.
The old
I considered verse 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. What's that little horn? America.
modern day now, yeah.
So America stands out above all the other European countries. So America's the big bad wolf. So let me read on. And there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, which is what? Britain, France, and Spain. Because you had the revolutionary wars between America and Britain, France and Spain to occupy America. I'd be